Oh, it's always fun. It's always different. And it's always live here with Zealous Hope, Things to Know. Welcome to our show today. And as usual, we have a wonderful set of guests with us that's going to give you some information that we want you to help us spread so that people are able to get some news they can use. So I'll let you help us spread so that people. Ooh. So, with that said, oh, of course, I'm lost. With that said, let's get started. Okay, I'm Denise, and I am the director of Zealous Hope Project. And if you like information, I'd advise you to get your pencils and paper because we're going to have some for you to write down. And there's this closed caption thing. I don't know how it works, but I'm going to test it out today. So I'm going to click on it and we're going to see what happens. Okay. All right. I see it's typing. I don't know if it's showing up on Facebook. Does anybody have Facebook open?
I see it.
Oh, I see it too. I see it on our side, but I don't have Facebook open. Okay, but anyway, I've got my co-host with me as always. Go ahead and tell them about yourself there.
Hello. Happy Friday to everybody. Can everyone hear me clear? Hear me fine? My name is Dorian Glenn. I am the Workforce Development Coordinator with Focus on Renewal. My main job and goals in the area are to connect area residents with job opportunities, to conduct career counseling sessions to see what your needs are and help you to achieve those, whether it be through training programs, direct hire events, and so forth. I also work with employers to find different talent and candidates for them in and around the area. So I'm glad to be here for another episode of Things to Know, and happy Friday, everybody. Let's get it.
All right.
Denise, you're muted.
I did all that talking and no one could hear me, but you could see the words down there. That's what's awesome. But anyway, I'm here with a great group of individuals, headed off by the director of McKees Rocks CDC, Community Development Corporation. And what they have done is created a youth advisory board. And he's going to tell us more about that in just a moment, because right now I'm giving him over to you. Go ahead, Taris.
Well, thank you, Denise. What a lovely introduction. So I'm Taris Vrcek. I'm executive director of McKees Rocks CDC, a lifetime resident of McKees Rocks, and we do a lot of awesome stuff for the community. And you could check out our website, mckeesrocks.com, or like us on Facebook to learn more about that. But our real focus today, as Denise said, is to talk about the Youth Advisory Board. And this has really become a central part of our work. We could only do as well for the community as what the community tells us and how the community is involved and engaged. And we have found that our young people have so much to offer us. There's so much incredible energy and knowledge and wisdom in our young people. So how do we tap into that? We had tried that in the past, and it's one of the reasons 3rd Street Park was reopened and recreated, because the kids said, why is that closed? Why don't we have a park? So the Youth Advisory Board that we're talking about today actually was launched in a meeting after Leroy Johnson, who is the athletic director at Sto-Rox, joined the board of directors of McKees Rocks CDC. And Leroy had pitched this concept about a youth advisory board in kind of a first meeting we had with him and PK Brown, who owns Rocks Landing, who's a new board member, and Adrian Roberts, who's our board president. And so that the concept was hatched there. Of course, COVID hit, made it difficult. We were able to get a couple things started. We had a great intern by the name of Amanda Ravston from PSU, Penn State. But things had kind of stalled, and great participation from the school, but things had kind of stalled. And then Emory joined us as an AmeriCorps Vista in, I think it was November, December. And with their involvement in working with the CDC, they were able to bring a whole new energy and focus to the Youth Advisory Board. And again, is what happens a lot of time. There's so many amazing assets in this community. So when we were thinking, how do we create something that's going to be fun for our young people, right? We don't want to make a set of boring meetings that really don't benefit them and just ask their opinions about A or B. This has to be something engaging. It has to be something that provides benefit to them too. So in walks in, a building relationship with Eszquire at Black Tea Brown Sugar. And as I got to know him, personally through some video work that he did for a music project that I did personally, I just was blown away at the offerings there, Eszquire's focus on young people, his commitment to them, and just how he relates to young people. So it just really came together as like a match made in heaven. And it's just thrilling to me because it's a situation where everyone wins. And so I'm going to really turn this over now to Emory to talk a little bit more about the goals of the YAB and provide their input. And then, of course, Eszquire, who's put together this incredible programming.
Thank you, Taris, for that wind-up. I'm going to be the person here with a little bit more of the boring facts, the overview, the structure, before you guys get to hear from Eszquire, who's really doing things on the ground right now. But yes, I'm Emory Malachowski. I'm the MRCDC's AmeriCorps Vista since roughly November. And what we did when we started to rethink the YIB and try and think about how it would be the most interesting, we found that it was wonderful that we had such a wonderful network of mentors and teachers and nonprofit leaders who got to talk to us a lot about what they thought the YIB might be, how it might be structured, and stuff like that. It was, of course, really complicated by COVID-19. At first, we were really interested in having big meetings with as many youth from McKees Rocks as we could, but it wasn't really safe and wasn't really responsible at the time. So we started to think about ways that we could really get them involved and what we really wanted this to stand for. And we thought a lot about how people really need to have passions, and they really need to have something that's sometimes more than a hobby, something that could be turned into a career, something that they can really feel like they can center around, especially when they're talking about community. So we're trying to think about ways that we could engage kids and we could engage youth without having a stodgy online meeting and without having a big party in person that we really weren't allowed to have at the time. And so we started thinking about these programs that would really be short term and would allow us to embody the things we were hoping for from the Youth Advisory Board into these sort of short-term programs. So what we wanted the Youth Advisory Board to be was something that was very radically youth-led, so that the youth really got the chance to show themselves in it and feel like they were in a safe space, but also get the chance to be leaderships of the program themselves. But we knew that we couldn't just bring this amorphous idea and expect kids to just do it on their own. That's an ask that's almost impossible. So we decided to start with these small programs that allowed us to bring these ideals of community engagement and leadership and self-expression into programs with trusted mentors who could give them some responsibilities, some ideas about the YAB was about, and start connecting them to community engagement and these networks of really helpful mentors and teachers and professionals that we had learned were so common in McKees Rocks. And McKees Rocks has this wonderful network that kids aren't always able to plug themselves into. So we would start with these programs, and hopefully as COVID shifted, as the world shifted, and as youth got more interested and excited about the YAB, we could then trust them themselves to be able to create more of a leadership network and tell us next what we should do with the YAB. So our long-term goals are to shift much more from a adult-led, these are the programs we're creating and you can sign up for them, to much more of a youth-led, these are the kids that are really part of YAB, and they tell us what they want. And they tell us how they want to be leaders in their community. And they tell us what they want from their community and how they want to be a part of this change. And so we really wanted this program to be valuable for youth, because it's really valuable for us to have empowered youth leaders who are going to talk to the CDC and give us another perspective. We need really diverse perspectives to be a great CDC, and that's what we'd like to be for McKees Rocks. So I know that's a lot of information. It's a really amorphous program, but thankfully what we have right now are specific programs, one that's happening right now in the spring with Eszquire, and one that's happening later on in the fall that's more arts-based. So if you're ready for it, Eszquire, now that we've got the stage set, we can bring it on to you.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, Emery. Yeah, you're sitting here talking, and I'm like, wow, that's exactly what we're trying to do with them as well. So I have a production company here in McKees Rock called Black Tea Brown Sugar Network. Our focus is on media and how it associates with mental health. So we do podcasting, we do music, we do audiobooks, we do commercials, cartoons, photography, videography, but we try to tie it into mental health, understanding people, connecting with people, building relationships and building networks. And our junior network, the Black Tea Brown Sugar Network Junior, is what we're using to connect the youth to those same resources and allow them to become their own network of people and of connections. So we partner with YAB to get in the schools and bring the kids over here a few times a week and teach them production work. We've had 20 kids sign up, and we'll break them down in groups. They've all voiced what role they want to play, whether it's producer, a DJ, editing team, marketing team, making flyers, creating content, interviewing people in the community to create that content. So we have all those roles. Now we're separating them, putting them in groups to prepare them to start learning them, and focusing on individual and focusing on specific goals. We also have different companies in Pittsburgh that do like production work and that do audio engineering. They're going to come in as well and teach the kids things. So they'll be able to really gain a lot of knowledge and understanding of different perspectives when it comes to production work. Yeah, I'm really excited about it because they're excited about it. Like I've had kids reach out to me on Instagram and DM me like, hey, are we coming to the studio today? Hey, when can we start? Hey, we're excited about these ideas. And more importantly, I can tell how excited they are to have a voice. One of the girls was telling me how she wants to talk about how unsafe she feels in this neighborhood and how they don't know people in the neighborhood. And I feel like this is an opportunity, especially like with the interviews, to connect some of these youth with some of these business owners, to connect some of these youth with the adults over here, so that now when they don't feel safe, they know who they can turn to feel safe. They know who they can connect with. They know Mr. RJ by his name instead of just Broadway Brunch. They know Mr. Eszquire by his name instead of a studio in the hood. And it starts to change the dynamic of every relationship, start changing the trust factor, and it just helps everybody grow and start building and feeding into each other. So I'm really excited about this opportunity to be a part of these kids' life and for them to be a part of my life. I showed them some of the material that I was working on, allowing myself to be vulnerable because I was told them I can't ask you to do it if I can't do it myself. And they were just like in awe of some of the stuff that I've done, and that means a lot to me because I told them it's hard. I was like, you think about these projects and you do it and you don't, and then everything else, you just, it's so much to it. And I was like, but as long as you're doing it and having fun and you're doing it around people that you care about, that's what matters most about the project. So I was like, man, I care about y'all now. Like I've let y'all in. So now I care about y'all opinions. So let's do this and have fun. And I'm just excited about it, man.
I think one of the things that we've been realizing when I've been talking with Eszquire and when I've been talking with other mentors in the program is that getting youth involved and really invested in their community is not all that different from getting anybody else involved. You need to feel like you have a network of people. You need to feel like people in your community are your peers. You need to feel like you're working on something together. It's really important for people to feel that what they're doing has worth in their community. And so we're working on a lot of different projects that can let them have skills. Like Eszquire has a wonderful staff that's teaching them really concrete skills that they can use in careers or to get jobs or just in their passions. But so much of what Eszquire and other mentors are working on is so perfectly fitting together passions and skills to things that they can do in their communities and ways that they can become more involved and invested. So like Taris said, it really does feel like a match made in heaven. And we're really grateful to Eszquire and the mentors, and also Sto-Rox High School and Don Marshall has been incredibly helpful and influential in the project.
Well, this has been like really informational to me. And what I love about it all is that one of the easiest ways to break barriers and to remove walls is to integrate. And what I see this program doing is integrating people that usually don't interact. Urban youth don't usually interact with the business community. And so now I heard him speak of the kids knowing a Mr. So-and-so. It takes away the fear factor. And fear is based on what you don't know, the unknown. And once you eliminate the unknown and see that, oh, there's a commonality here, there's a shift that happens. And so this is really, really awesome. I'm really, really grateful for this movement, because this is not just a program, this is a movement. And right now we need these type of movements in society as a whole. So I will definitely like to tap into this. I think me and Dorian both might get with you guys to tap into hopefully getting you as part of our Triumph Over Trauma series. So maybe we can get some permission slips up and get it to the kids as parents to do some interviewing and maybe tap them into that series. That we have not moved, Eszquire, we haven't moved any further than since, well, you know.
We prepare, it's being prepared for though.
Yeah, but it's time. So we'll get that done in May. But yeah, this has been really, really informational to know that because our youth is the bridge between the past and the future. And so unless that bridge is solid, we stay stuck. I mean, that's just my thing, you know.
Denise, I couldn't say it better. I couldn't say.
So Taris, I also noticed that you have an event coming up on Monday. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's our monthly meeting of the Sto-Rox Vacant Property Task Force. And what this is open to any residents. We have a fake Facebook post talking about it. It's easy to sign up and get on the Zoom. And basically what this is another kind of resident-led effort, is that, you know, people living here, we all realize that vacant and blighted properties are a top issue, right? When we talk about safety concerns, and Eszquire mentioned that student, we also know that that's part and parcel with those vacant properties. So we've been working, we've had town hall meetings, we've developed a plan. We're working with the borough now on, and a private developer on renovating some vacant homes with a goal to make them available for home ownership to local residents and do that in an affordable way. So this task force is working on some really cool things. It's resident based. And again, we're talking about different vacant properties in the community, large, small, all of them. You know, so if you have a concern about any vacant property near you or one that's bothering you or whatever, if you have questions, this is the place to come.
Awesome. Well, maybe you will come back on our show and talk about that task force, bring some people from that.
I'd love to.
But what you can do is in your comments section, once you're off of here and you see this video, if you would tag that link to that vacant property page, I will then in turn put it up in the top of the heading,
Awesome.
so that because this has already been shared 7 times. So, we're not even done yet. So it'll be shared. I just want to say to my followers and my great team that, takes my stuff and shares it wide and far. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so very much for getting the information out. And what we do as individuals is we say, this area, but people don't know. We're talking about the McKees Rocks and area when we're talking about this blighted property. Is that right?
Yeah, we're talking McKees Rocks in Sto Township.
McKees Rocks in Sto Township. So that's what the McKees Rocks CDC does. They're about community development, but they're not just about developing the brick and mortar. As you see with this youth advisory board, they're also about developing minds, hearts, bodies, and souls. So that's what makes it an awesome organization. I need in full disclosure, I am in a collaborative with McKees Rock CDC called Grow Sto-Rox. We're made up of 5 organizations, which includes Focus on Renewals, Communities in Schools, the School District, McKees Rock CDC, and Zealous Hope Project. And so our goal is to bring a strength-based, trauma-informed care approach to moving this community forward. So I'm really happy to have had you on as a guest. I don't see any questions in the box, but like I said, this has been shared 7 times already, and we haven't even ended the show yet. But thank you guys for taking out of your busy, busy day. I know you need to get back to it. So I'm going to let you guys go. Me and Dorian will share a little more information. We will share this. I hope you guys share it on your Facebook pages as well. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you have any other events that you want to share on the Zealous Hope Things to Know page, you have my email. Let's set something up. It doesn't always have to be a Friday. It could be a day that's convenient for you. Okay.
Thank you, Denise. You're amazing.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Dorian.
A lot of great information.
Bye-bye.
Dorian, so what are you going to share with everybody today? And you're welcome to stay if you want to. I should have told them they didn't have to leave. Dorian, you're muted or something. I don't hear anything coming out.
Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. They down the hallway now. They about to hit the exit door.
I know, right?
But so today, we've been focusing on learning a lot the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I wanted to pivot from that to speak about an adult career service project that we're doing currently.
Okay.
We are partnering, and I'm about to share my screen.
Popcorn, if anybody's wondering.
Let me get some of that. All right, so we are partnering with organization everyone should be aware of called PA Career Link. And what we are doing with them is a program called the Career Service Expansion Program. What this program is, it's for people that are underemployed or unemployed and are looking for job search assistance. So PA Career Link and 7 local partners. Can you see my screen, Denise?
Yes, it's showing up very well. Let me see if it's showing up on Facebook.
Cool.
Oh my, did the show stop?
It stopped on Facebook?
I don't know. No, you're there. No, you're there.
Okay, cool. So what PA Career Link was partnered with 7 local partners throughout the entire Allegheny County region. And what the goal was for them to find extensions of their services through communities where they may not be readily accessible for residents. For example, McKees Rocks, the West Side, Sheridan, the West End. We don't have a PA Career West office. Things like that. So that's just an example of the need for CareerLink to be available in the community without having to be there. So they partnered with local partners such as us at Focus on Renewal to be able to provide these job search services. So some of the services that they provide at no cost are individualized career coaching, job search assistance, resume and interview preparation, supportive services, supportive services including, but not limited to, transportation assistance, equipment and our tools, clothing and uniforms for job opportunities. So if you need like a bus pass or equipment to start a job, but you don't have it, clothing or certain uniforms, boots for a construction site or a hard hat, CareerLink can help provide those for you. In addition to that, some cool stuff that are free of charge to you. Educational services, including but not limited to financial literacy courses, understanding money, how it works for you, understanding income and expenses and how to manage yours so you can put yourself in the best position financially. Post-secondary classes, they can help connect you with training opportunities that are free of cost to you, and also adult literacy courses. If there's any adults that are still in need of a GED, they can help provide those services for you. Now, it's eligible for clients that are 18 years old, work in the U.S., a resident of the city of Pittsburgh or Allegheny County, who are currently unemployed or underemployed. Now, let me explain underemployed. Let's say you're working like at Family Dollar or another job similar to that, and you're only making like $8, $9, or $10 an hour. We would consider that underemployed because that means that that's a position where you probably took it from a survivor standpoint. However, you really need to make more money to make your situation work. So we would consider that underemployed, and they would work with you to connect you to an opportunity that can lead to a higher wage for you to be able to be more financially stable. So in order to take advantage of this program, you can contact any of the 7 partner locations. There's Allegheny Valley Association of Churches, Auberly Employment Institute, McKeesport. The first one was in Natrona Heights. Second one's McKeesport. There's Bloomfield Garfield Corporation in Garfield. On the east side. There's Focus on Renewal, my organization, right here in McKees Rocks. There's Goodwill Southwestern PA over in Lawrenceville, Human Service Center Corporation in Turtle Creek, and the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh in Homewood, right on Bennett Street. So if you want to reach out to me, I can definitely put you in contact and put you into the program. You would just simply call me at 412-331-1685. And that extension is 231. Now, I had a couple people that were attempting to call this number, and they said that they weren't getting my extension when they dialed a number. So what you have to do when you call this number, you have to make sure you hit the pound key, then hit the extension. What's happening is the 2 at the beginning of my extension is actually an option to be routed to the Community Resource Center receptionist desk. So if you just dial the extension, once you hit the number, you'll get routed to option 2. You must remember to hit the pound key first, then hit the extension of the department you're trying to reach. So once again, call 412-331-1685, hit the pound key, and then dial my extension, and you'll reach me. My calls are forwarded to my cell phone, so I'll always be able to get the call, and I'll be looking forward to getting that call and connecting you to this very, very valuable service for our community. And that's all I have for today.
Awesome. Well, that was some good stuff.
Thank you.
CareerLinks has come a mighty long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're also looking to have a liaison to be on site so that they can work with people on site. Right now with the COVID situation still in where it's at, we don't have that. We're doing everything virtually, but at some point they will have somebody on site for us to work with CareerLink. But in the meantime, we still able to plug people in. Like I said, call that number, shoot me an email. I could put you into the job portal and we can go from there.
Thank you, Dorian. Great advice, great information.
No problem. Thanks, Denise.
Okay, so me, I'm going, oh, I'm muted. Am I muted? No. So what I'm going to share is, well, information about Zealous Hope. Zealous Hope is a organization that is a nonprofit established here on the main drag of McKees Rocks. I'm right at 611 Chartiers Avenue. If you ever want to reach us, you can give us a call or shoot us a text message at 412-722-6611. Now, what we're really pushing right now is our event that we're holding with Mission Vision on April 28th. And if you are in need of prescription eyewear, either for yourself or for your child, and you do not have to live in McKees Rocks to take advantage of this. It's not income or insurance. You know, you don't have to have insurance and it's not based on your income. This is whomsoever will. So all you have to do is text free glasses, your full name, your phone number, because people are not always texting me from their phone. So I need your full name, your full phone number, and your zip code. So you're going to text free glasses, your full name, your zip code, and phone number to 412-722-6611. Okay. And then on April 29th, between 9 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., you're going to meet with Mission Vision. That's going to give you a free eye exam, check to see if you have glaucoma, and they will provide you with free prescription glasses. Right now, we've got close to 50 people signed up for this. So get in and get your thing, get signed up for this. If you don't have a cell phone, then call and leave a voice message saying free glasses, your full name, your phone number, and your zip code, okay? And I will register you right away, okay? If you need any services such as Pampers or diapers, we have that available for you. If you have gotten a job outside of with Career Links, because Career Links offers a bus pass, but if you have gotten a job and you can't get to work until your first pay, give us a call. We can assist you with that. Say you are a returning citizen. Other people call you an ex-offender. I don't. I call you a returning citizen. If you're a returning citizen and now you need clothes, we can help you with that. Say you don't have your state ID or don't have the money to get an expired ID renewed, and you are searching for a job. Get the agency that you are working with doing that job search with to give us a call or to type you up a letter, because that is you have to be referred through an agency. But if you are, then we will help you with your ID or your birth certificate fees, okay? So, and then life will show up without your permission. And so we will help you with those type of things too, and help you stay sustainable through that crisis, whatever it may be, as much as we can. And if there's places and resources that you don't know how to get in contact with, I will sit there and we will figure it out together. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed our show today. We're going to close it now.
A lot of good
please
information.
do me a favor and share it. Because if you can't use the information, someone else can. And if
Someone
you
you
can,
know.
someone else definitely can.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to know what it is to know. And these are the things to know. Thanks for joining our show.
Thank you, everyone.
Later.
Happy Friday.
One more thing. Guess what? We're going to have a special show coming up this Monday.
Oh, Monday.
Yes, there's a new group in town, Dorian.
Who?
It's called the Sto-Rox Community Investment Group.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and they're going to be investing up to $2,500 into small businesses that gross revenue is under $100,000 that aren't eligible for all these, government fancy dancy grants and things that everybody's getting that might need some help. And so they're going to come in and make the announcement. And
that should be a fun show.
They're made up of our everyday residents.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that should be interesting. That should be an interesting show right there.
Yeah, so that's coming on at 1:30 on Monday.
Okay.
And so we're doing a special edition for that.
Let's get it.
All righty.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.